Right, hello there, and good evening. So, somebody's just pointed something out in my comments. I've achieved nothing. Well, do you know what it is, right? If you expect, and I mean this honestly and respectfully, if you expect to go into a course that has one, two, three, four, five modules on day one and you pass them all, guess what? You're either very gifted or you're a genius. Now, here's the honest thing for you, right? At the end of the day, adult learning. I'm dyslexic, okay? Which means books like this, it's not a very. There's the front of the book, yeah? And as you can see, it's not a very thick book. Now, what this tells you is just the beginning, okay? That's all it tells you, just the beginning. Like, hello world, which is the beginning of HTML5. This one cracked us on the kneecap earlier. Now, this one here is much thicker. Now, if you expect me to read this and understand it in one sitting, well, it ain't happening. And here is my bookmark. Now, we all know who this is, don't we? Well, if you follow Newcastle United, you should know who this is. So I use him as my bookmark, and he's also an inspiration. Why? We met many, many years ago in the Gallagher end, and he disappeared. Now, years and years ago, in the Gallagher end, as many of the old school will know, well, the toilets weren't the best, were they? They were outside, and you went in a trough, all lined up, and, you know, back in that day, when we had the old scoreboard, good days, but there were some bad ones as well, especially if it rained. But getting back to these courses, yeah, those courses will give, there's an examination on the courses, and this channel, hashtag Paul Gallant 3675, is going to start here and end somewhere else. And the hope is that somewhere else is a better paid job. Now, you get to see the whole thing. You get to see music, me singing, and you get to see more. And I chose to do what I'm doing the way I'm doing it because it's my channel. But if you honestly believe at the end of the day that I can go into a web development and it just happens, it's not going to be like that. That's my point. Now, it was Cure Boy who gave the comment. So here's the thing, Cure Boy, right? If you're a genius and you can do a course just like that. Well done. Brilliant. I'm not. I'm just a lad from Benwell in Newcastle upon Tyne who is going to try and achieve something. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to try and achieve, which is the next Facebook and TikTok, but marry them together. Because one has brilliant features, the other is lacking. And the hope is, as this all comes together, other people from all over the United Kingdom come together and join in. That's the hope. Because it was never, this new enterprise was never designed with just me. No. There's no I in team. I've just got to prove to everybody else by doing the course, by doing the work, that we can all sit at a table and put the ideas together and everybody works together to finish it. And the hope is that by the time everything is finished, there's several thousand people here on my channel, and those people get access first, so they get to see first what's going on. Anyway, there we go. And today, well, this afternoon I'll be doing coursework, HTML5, and I'll show you what I'm doing. That's the process that you're going to be following. Might be boring, but it won't be boring to somebody else. And the thing is that as we move forward, I sign off and I complete the modules, get the certificates, and better paid job. So, yeah, exciting times. And bonus of it all is this: if everything does work, everything, I get enough money to hire a studio, get in a drummer, bass player, keyboard, and then you get the finished article, which is an album that you can buy. And on top of the album, well, there's the merchandise as well. Think about that. Not bad for somebody who came from a very poor estate in Newcastle upon Tyne. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. Where you come from and where you want to go. So, again, it's a learning process. Learning sometimes takes time. Once I fully understand with JavaScript, I am pretty good with JavaScript. Other things you will see here. You'll see them being built. So if you find it boring, go watch somebody else on YouTube. There's plenty out there. Do you know what I mean? I'm just going to continue on my journey, and the hope is, because the job centre is watching what I'm doing, So the hope is I get the certificates and I move forward in my life. And if I move forward with everything that I've said in this channel, that's a bonus. Isn't it? Anyway, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like the content. Subscribe. And tell your mates and your family. There's a Geordie living in Rushcliffe, in Nottingham, and he's trying something different. Thanks for watching.